What is the good YouTube? Butterboy here, back again, what is again. And today I'm gonna tell you guys a few stories. Since it's going around Halloween. I just wow. Terrible talking. I have horrible grammar. I'm sorry. I haven't been like uploading. I've been kind of lazy, honestly, and I'm really sorry. I shouldn't be doing that to you guys. If you guys are willing to watch my videos, even though nobody hasn't yet. So the first person that's gonna see this, shout out to you, and hopefully stick around, cause I got a lot more cooking. I yesterday though, I did try and post a video that was like 20 minutes long. Um, but I wasn't able to because I'm not verified yet. So I don't know how that's gonna work out. But like I don't have a phone number. I ran out of service. I'm trying to get that running, so that's the reason why. Um, but today I try to make this video, but when I paused it, it deleted it for some reason. I don't know why. But anyways, let's just get right into it, I guess. Um, so when I was younger, I went on this Halloween thing. Every Halloween, whatever. And like, I can't remember what I was, but I was something that I always wanted to be. and like we're going, like me and my family, we're going around these places, right? And like I was told to go up to this one house all by myself, and I went up there, and the person opened the door, and I can't remember what he was, but he had this like black cloak kind of thing. I think he was wearing something black. Um, so let's say he's like a Grim Reaper or whatever. So like he gave me this like Ziploc bag full of whatever, some magical stuff, right? And I was getting hungry, so before I walked down, like I looked into it and I grabbed it and I opened it. It was a baggie full of pills. So me not realizing what it was, I took a bite. I didn't take a bite, but like it was the actual pills, and I popped one. So like after that, I put it back. I put the thing in my bag, and I walked around. I walked normally through the night, but like I progressively got really tired, and I kept seeing this gray van that was following us around everywhere I went. So like as I'm getting tired, I was like, "Mom, I'm getting tired." She's like, "Okay, well, we got this one house and we can leave." And we went to this one house, and I got a bunch of more candy, and then I went back home. That's the last time I've ever seen this gray van. I don't think it followed us home at all. But that's it. That's all the stories I got. Um, I guess I could tell you guys a few ghost stories about the area I'm at right now. Um, since it's not even 4 minutes. So one of my friends around here, she was lost. She went missing. She just left to go walk around to hang out with one of her friends at one of her friends' house that she didn't tell anybody. But I guess she did. She wrote like a note on her door, but like it was windy out, so it went flying away. And I walk around at night sometimes. So I'm walking around, and like her mom came up to me and she was like, "Hey, have you seen so and so?" My best friend. Let's call her Brittany. She's like, "Hey, have you seen Brittany anywhere?" And I'm like, "Nope. I'm sorry, I haven't seen her. Only place I saw her at was like at school or whatever." She's like, "Oh well, okay. Well, let us know if you find her or whatever." I'm like, "Okay." So I decided to help out. I didn't tell them I was helping, but I just walked around. I might bump into her. So I walked up to my elementary school, and like at our elementary school, um, you can get up on the roof because there's this gate, and there's a fence, and there's a gate there, and you can open it. Obviously, you walk up on the roof, and a few times me and Brittany we would go up there and we just talk. We weren't doing anything at the time. We never did anything beforehand. We were just friends. We were chilling. Um, so I went to elementary school, and as I'm like it's a park area. So you walk up, you take a left, and you're in this park area, and you keep going straight until you hit the jungle gym, whatever you want to call it, and you look your left, and that's where the gate was. So I'm walking toward the gate, and I hear like pitter patter. And I'm like, Brittany, are you there? And I like hear little like footsteps. I hear footsteps running all across the roof, and I can't see anything because it's like slanted, like a like a triangle roof, And I hear pitter patter. I'm like, Brittany, and I open the gate, and I took a few steps out, and I hear a big growl, and I had no idea what it was. It because there you're on part of the route. It's the school is like inside of a hill, kinda. So like you walk in to this little area, right? When you go past the gates, you're on the school basically. But on the left side, there's a wall. On the right side, there's another wall that are both the school part of the school. And I heard a growl, like a deep growl, like, that was goofy. Um, anyways, I heard that big growl, and I freaked out. So I went zooming out loud. I backpedaled as fast as I can, and I didn't want to mess with anything that was going on right there. And there's been like cougar sightings around during that time, so I don't know if it was a cougar or not, but like I'm pretty sure there's silent animals if they want to kill you, right? So I backpedal and I'm gone. And we didn't find Brittany anywhere until like she came back later that night. She said, "Hey, I'm at so and so's house." I think, but I like how that as a ghost story because there was apparently some little girl did harm. She harmed herself at the elementary school because she was getting bullied, and now I guess she's stuck at the elementary school forever. There's been sightings supposedly, so that's what I've heard. Um, so I'm not much of a superstitious guy, as you can tell from my other. So why is it like that? Sorry. Next ghost story, as I can recall, I was hanging out with another friend of mine. Let's call her, Big Nate, right? Okay, no, let's not call her Big Nate. What's a good name? Let's call her Maddie, right? So me and Maddie, we were hanging out with each other at night, and it was kind of funny because we went ghost hunting at her place. So we got this like app off of her phone that will like detect ghosts, and there was this like one weird incident. I guess was like it never said anything, kind of like it would give you like random things, and there was this pothole. It was like a circle of a pothole, but it's not a pothole, and we're all like, hey, what? Or like we can ask it questions. It will talk to us, and I was like, hey, what's around us or whatever. And it's all like a circle on the ground. And if we look down, there's a circle there. I freaked out. And I'm like, let's go, Maddie, we gotta go. Like Scooby-Doo shit. So like I grab her arm and I went toward her house. I ran toward her house. I'm like, ah, like I'm screaming, and she's like laughing her ass off because I got spooked by that because I'm a dum dum, and I ran to her house, and I'm like, I don't know why I was like that. It was kind of funny, and then it started saying random stuff like, oh, it's like Christmas time or like something random, stupid stuff. I had to walk home. So like as I'm walking home, I don't know if my mom was playing tricks on me or not, but as I'm walking down, there was this like abandoned shack that is directly across the street, and I don't know if I was playing tricks on me or not, but like I see I see a tall ass woman with her hair like flowing out or whatever, like, and Slender Man, how his like tentacles are flying. That's how her hair was. And I look over and I see is like a long. I think it was a woman. That's why I think. I think I saw a woman like kind of like that, where she walked down into the darkness and her her nails kind of like nicked the thing. And I spooked myself. I'm a very imaginative person, okay? So I run down, and I do believe this part was like, there's two parts I believe was true. So I'm walking down, and there's a little like at okay so at where she lives above the elementary school. So as I'm walking down this hill, the elementary school is on my right side, and there's a field area there, and there's a like lamppost there that's lighting up this hill on like inside of the gate or inside the flipping fence, whatever. And I look at it, I look at the hill because there's no light, whatever, and I see like kids or whatever like running across, like not like they're shadows because you could physically see a shadow that is stretched out alongside of the hill, and I see like a few kids run across that. I'm looking at where the kids would be, but there's no kids there. And I see the shadows running down there, and I have a plain view of what's happening in this like yard area. But there's no kids. There's just a shadow. There's shadows just running, and you can see the legs and everything just running across the side. And it runs into the shadow, and there's like shade area, and you can't see anything. And I'm flabbergasted because there's no kids at all out in this like playground area. So I'm freaked out, and I walk down, and like there's a little trail that goes in between the elementary school, like a road. There's a road that goes between the elementary school and the park, or what, not the park, the field or whatever. And there's no kids there. There's no kids in the playground area. So I'm freaking out. And I keep walking down the hill. And I'm still walking down the hill, and like there's a dark alleyway on my left side. And I thought I heard my name down this dark alleyway. And I'm almost home. I just gotta go down and take a right at the old place. Not the old house, at this old place I used to live at in the area. Before I moved into this apartment. And I look down this alleyway, and I hear things coming from the alleyway, like whispering. And I don't know if my mom was playing tricks or not, but like I'm don't follow what the people do in the movies. It will get you killed, I guarantee it. Me, I told myself I'm never gonna do that, but I did it. Okay, I'm going down this dark alleyway, and I'm still in the light. So as I'm walking a little bit forward, not in complete darkness. I have light shining on me from this lamppost. I hear whispering and stuff coming from there. And I'm looking down, and like I don't know if I see something or anything, but I can see a bunch of things like moving around there. And I'm standing there like, what the hell is that? And I don't want to be that guy that gets killed in the movies. So I walk a few steps in the dark, and I'm hearing a bunch of whispering, and it gets louder. Like I feel like it's getting closer because I hear it louder, and I'm just standing in this like, this is where so let's say this is the light, and this is the darkness. Like this whole area is the dark. I'm right here. I walk, and I'm right here, and I'm hearing whispering, not walking, but I hear it coming closer, and I freak out, and I run the opposite direction down the hill, took a right, and I'm gone to my house. And I'm running, and I don't want to mess with anything anymore. And I made it, obviously. I made it back to my house. And I'm freaked out because a lot of things happened in my town right now. No, not right now, but like there's obviously a lot of weird stuff that's happened at this town. I guess I can tell you one more story. I'm sorry if it's like a little bit longer for somebody, but I also remember there was a time when, sorry, I walked down this bike path, and it was getting late. I thought I could make it back home, but it was dark. And how it worked was that where I used to live at in this town, you're outside my front door. You're like the door's behind you. If you take a left to this like corner of the street, and you take a right, it goes down this long hill. You go down this hill, there's a bike path. You take a right, you follow this bike path all the way around to this baseball field. And that's where me and my friends hang out. And I walk down there sometimes. So I walk down there, and I slept. I took a nap on accident. My bad. It was a nice day, and this is over the summer, by the way. And I wake up. It was like getting nighttime. It was nighttime. I'm freaking out because I don't like the dark. I am a what you say a puss puss. I was a puss puss of the dark. I still am a puss puss. So, I gather the courage. I have my phone out, and I'm walking through this dark ass like flipping bike path, and it's against a farm area, so like there's a lot of things moving around because there's like a few bushes on the long side. There's the road on the left side, and I'm walking down, and it's just a straight road ahead, and I'm walking in the dark because my flashlight on my phone during that time, it didn't work that well. Like it was so dim, so I'm shining my light, and it's a shitty ass light. You know how phones are; they have no good light. So I'm walking down, and like as you're walking straight down, it kind of curves. I think I see somebody like there, like somebody walking towards me, but they're hard to see. As I'm getting close, there's a light there, and I see them like go past the light, but as they're walking past the light, like they're kind of disappearing, and they're gone. Cause I'm walking and I'm getting close, and I didn't see anybody around me. There was nobody there when I passed that light post, because the only way you could there's two ways you can get away from that area. You can keep going straight and take a right, and you go to the market, which I didn't see anybody going towards the market at all, or you go down to the bike path, or you go to the baseball field. And nobody passed me as I'm walking down this long place. So I think it was a ghost. I'm pretty sure it was a ghost because I'm looking behind me and everywhere. I don't see anybody. I'm freaking out because I swear I just saw somebody here. And as you're like turning, you can't really see very well on the other side. But I'm turning, and I hate it. I hate it in the dark because there's a bunch of light on my left side of me. Because there's a logging area, and there's a bunch of like lamp posts or whatever. It's shining on the right side, so there's a lot of light on this side, but it's like there's a shadow on the bottom. So as I'm walking, I can see my figure, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to see no figures run up behind me and there's nothing there. I'm freaking out. So I keep looking behind me, taking double takes, triple takes, quadruple takes, whatever, octo takes. And I'm walking forward. And this might sound crazy, but I feel like I'm the one losing my mind whenever I walk around this specific area in the dark. Because as I'm walking around this specific area, I hear somebody talking in this specific dark, berry place. And I hear this talking, and I don't pay mind to it because it's I want to say gibberish. It's like a person actually talking, and I hear hey, 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 and I keep hearing that, and there's nobody there. As I'm walking past this berry bush or whatever, there's nobody there, and there's no way you can be inside because there's the thorny ones, and there's nobody behind it. So because I'm flashing my light as I'm walking by, and I've done this a few more times, and I hear somebody talking, trying to get me close to this goddamn berry bush, and I ain't doing it. I'm just not. You are high, and there's one night when me and my friends were there, and I'm sitting there, and we're at this berry bush though, before it went dark, and the only time people start talking, and nobody can hear it. It's like me, and I think I'm losing my mind when I hear it. So, and me and my friends, we're sitting there, and I'm one hearing. I'm like, you guys do not hear this hey going on. They're around the bush, and they're kind of looking at me funny. I'm like, let's look around the bush. We look around the bush, and nobody there. There's nothing there, and I'm telling them that it's it's telling me to get closer to this berry bush. I don't want to get closer because you guys aren't hearing it. I'm the one who was hearing it, and I'm losing my mind. I don't know if my friends were fucking with me or not, but I'm pretty sure they weren't because a few of them they were kind of getting spooked out by it. Um, a few of them were also laughing, so I don't know if they were doing it, but like whenever, even when they're not there, I still hear the hey 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 and like get closer. So I'm freaking out and I'm walking, or I would start jogging. I start jogging away from this berry bush, and I hear it say like, "Come back, please come back," and um, I stop at this because it's dark at this like 100 meters from the heart. 100 meters. It's 100 meters from that berry bush to this light lamp post or whatever. So I run down to the lamp post, and I'm there and I'm looking at the berry bush. Nothing happening. And I walk up this hill and it's lighted kinda. And as soon as I get like okay, so it goes up, down, and up again, and it goes down. And on like the second up where it ends, I turn around and I swear to God, I see somebody there. I see somebody really fucking tall. And I'm looking at this thing and I'm looking at it and it's like really tall. And I don't know what it was. It looked funky because like at a really its neck was long and its face it was like a cucumber kind of. It wasn't green or anything, but like its like neck and head were the same shape. It was like cucumber down and its shoulders went off and down and it was skinny, like its whole like its arms and legs were so tall and lengthy and skinny. Like this thing had to be like 7-8 foot tall kind of deal, and it's just look like I think it's looking at me, but it's just sitting there under this lamppost thing. And I take out my phone because I was in light when I put it back, and I took out my phone again and I put on record, and I put my phone to this lamppost, and there's nothing there. It's only in a lamppost. So I'm looking. So I look at my phone. Where's my phone at? Let's say I have this phone right here, right? I'm looking at. I look at my phone. I look up like this kind of deal, like what the hell, and it's not showing up on my phone, but I can see it. And I'm freaking out because I used to have the video on my phone, not this one, but on a different one. And it's not showing up on my phone. There's just nothing on my phone. It's just me. I can only see it. So I start backing up and I look back real quick and I look down, it's still there. And I like it's not moving. It's just standing there for no reason. So I get up on my road and I turn around and I look both ways before I walk backwards. I'm walking backwards. Holy shit, that scared me. I'm walking backwards and I'm looking at this thing. It's not done. And I stop my video, right? And I put my phone away and I just walk home. I'm not dealing. I don't care about no ghosts. I ain't messing with no ghosts. Some weird rake thing coming at me. No, it's just not happening for me. So, what's it called? So like after that, I leave. I dip to my home and I didn't tell anybody about it. I texted my friends. I sent them a video saying, "Hey, do you see anything right here?" And they're like, "No, I don't see anything." So like I'm the only one that could see it that night, and I sometimes do hear it, or I used to, but I don't walk around that area anymore because I live in. There's two separate towns. I'm at a different town where this apartment is, but they're like relatively close. But I don't go to that area at the dark anymore. So I don't know if there's something still there or not, but I don't hear it. But yeah, this video is pretty long. You guys won't probably see this until I'm verified, which is kind of dumb. I'm sorry. But hope you guys had a interesting time listening to this. If you want to hear my other ghost stories, it should be in my scary story playlist, I think. If you want to hear all of my stories, though, it's in my story playlist. So, if you guys enjoyed, subscribe, hit that bell. Maybe you can watch Scrubby video, see if you like his stories. Once you're done listening to them, listen to mine. But yeah, I don't have an outro, so bye.